The majority of WFP's operations are implemented in conflict settings. But how do we need to adapt our programs when working in the midst of wars or local tensions? And what is conflict sensitivity? The idea of conflict sensitivity emerged from two insights. The first was that conflict is a leading cause of hunger. That means that WFP, if it wants to end hunger, has a stake in seeing transitions toward peace. The second was that, to a much lesser extent, hunger may contribute to tensions and conflict. Therefore, through its food assistance, WFP has a potential role to play in contributing to transitions to peace. To adapt our programs, there are three things WFP needs to do better: risk analysis, conflict-sensitive programming, and partnerships. WFP needs to understand the context if it is going to develop appropriate programs for conflict settings. Our food security-related analysis has to examine how the conflict causes hunger and how assistance could alleviate and, at a minimum, not exacerbate tensions. The approach needs to be tailored to the context. In situations of active conflict, WFP wants to avoid doing harm. For instance, it does not want to create tensions by giving assistance to one group and not another, without a clear rationale based on need alone. In locations of greater stability, WFP can foster local-level reconciliation and normalcy by, for instance, incorporating a deliberate focus on these issues in the design of its school feeding or asset creation activities. Once a national peace plan is agreed, WFP can contribute to the broader transition towards peace. For instance, it can integrate its hunger programs into widely agreed government-led national strategies. Working on conflict sensitivity and peace building also means that WFP will need new partners with expertise in conflict mitigation and will need to work with existing partners in new ways, from the community to the global level. But as we engage on conflict sensitivity and peace building, it is important to define the boundaries for WFP's involvement. For instance, peace building should never be our overriding objective. Alleviating hunger is WFP's entry point. WFP should not proactively support national-level peace processes without consultation with the UN country team. And often, WFP will have to manage the tension between humanitarian and development principles that exist in many countries emerging from conflict. If we design and implement our programs in a conflict-sensitive manner, while respecting these boundaries, WFP should be well placed to address hunger and make a small but meaningful contribution to wider efforts to help countries transition towards peace.